Hello, so it's vlog. We'll try that again. Hello, so it's Vlogmas day 20. So, no prizes for guessing where I am. I am here now waiting for the postman. I reckon he'll be here in a couple of minutes. And yeah, it is 2:45, so that's normally the time I meet the postman. And I'm freezing cold, like freezing cold. I'm just not feeling very well today. I don't know what's going on. I have a bit of a runny nose. My stomach feels a bit kind of upset. My eyes are really tired. I didn't sleep great last night. It's probably something to do with that. I feel I've finished my work for today. DPD have just picked up, which is absolutely brilliant. Like, I love when they pick up early, and then I sort of feel that I don't have to keep watching and waiting and watching and waiting and wondering, am I going to miss them, or when are they going to turn up, or any of that malarkey. I hate waiting. Just saw a white van there, thought it was the postman, but anyway. So yeah, they've gone, UPS are gone, and now I'm going to drop off the post, which is brilliant. So I kind of feel like I have the afternoon to myself now. I'm going to put the heater on in my sewing room, and I think I'm going to do some cutting out, because it's either that or sit down on the couch and fall off to sleep, and then I won't be able to sleep tonight. So it's like a vicious circle, isn't it? Yeah, so thanks to everybody who joined us for our live yesterday evening for our Christmas quiz. It was so much fun. Keris kept looking at me and laughing at me, so I think she thought that the Baileys was going to my head. I think it was just the excitement of the Christmas quiz, really. We really enjoyed it. It was so much fun. Yeah, it took me ages to think up those couple of questions, and yeah, it was just, I really enjoyed it. So I've sent all the gift cards off now this morning. I feel like I've done all my admin. I wrote myself a list this morning, and I've slowly like ticked my way through the list, which is great. And I always feel so accomplished when that list has been ticked off. So yeah, I have a few things that I'd like to make. There's once she's put in a request for another denim jacket. So I have noticed she wears her denim jackets a lot. So I've made her 2 Style Arc denim jackets. I think it's a Stacey and a Stevie. And they're both very different. One is fitted and the other one is bigger, like more oversized. And she loves the oversized one because at this time of the year she can put it on over a sweatshirt and everything. And I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed making it. I don't think I have jeans buttons, but I'll assess the situation now when I get home. So yeah, I don't feel well today, but I have a funny feeling that's down to kind of the whole week that I've had. It's been a bit of a kind of an up and a down week. My son arrived yesterday from Glasgow. I was so thrilled. I didn't even want to think about it during the week. I didn't even want to talk about it, just in case. You know the way sometimes you sort of feel that you're going to almost jinx it if you think about it too much. So yeah, he arrived yesterday. He was very tired because he always gets the very early ferry. So he had a ferry at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So I think by the time he'd left his flat and driven to the ferry, he got something like 2 hours sleep. So he was in bed last night and slept really well. Always sleeps well. The other thing I was afraid of was that when I'd see him, I'd start crying, because I had myself so worked up about him arriving home. And I was kind of trying to put it out of my mind all morning, and I was thinking, okay, don't cry. And every time I thought about him, I started feeling the tears coming to my eyes. But no, I was really good when he arrived. I got the biggest bear hug. Yeah, he gives the best bear hug, and I think he's always so happy to see me as I am to see him, and of course to see his sister as well. So he went off to visit friends. He had so many friends looking forward to him coming home, and his cousins, and yeah, there was a big get together down one of his cousins' house. It all centered around cars, and yeah, I think they just had a great time. And then he was home relatively early yesterday evening. We'd done a little catch up, and we've had another little chat this morning, so we're slowly catching up. And he's here until the 5th of January, so I feel, yeah, we'll have loads of catching up after 2 years. He's changed a little bit. I sort of felt that his face had got a little bit fuller. He just looks, he looks 2 years older. Yeah. So yeah, it's so nice to have him and his sister in the house. Yeah, because that's all a mammy wants really at Christmas, see their kids. And they'll always be my kids. 18 and 23, and yeah, they're still my kids. This is the postman. Yeah, it is. Give me a wave. He knows it's me. It's your one. And he's bang on time again. This is brilliant. I've got everything wrapped in red packaging today. I didn't use the paper packaging because I know that post is just so busy at the moment, and the couriers are so busy that I know I'm looking out the back window now because there's a woman parked right in the way. Like, there isn't another car parked in the village and she's parked in his way. Oh, she's moving off graciously now. Okay, I'm gonna hop out and do this now. So yeah, today I've wrapped everything in like red plastic packaging, simply because I know that the brown paper ones are very substantial and everything, but I'm kind of feeling the weather's a bit dank at the minute. And I'm thinking, you know, if stuff is being moved from van to van and stuff, I think the red packaging might last a bit better. Plus it's a little bit more distinctive as well, isn't it? You know, so I'm kind of thinking, you know, if they had to choose between bringing different parcels, they might see the red ones and just pick them out a little bit faster. Because this kind of week is a bit dicey for sending stuff out, really. You know, there's a good chance of stuff not arriving or being delayed, or I can imagine what the depots are like now for the couriers and the post. So I'm going to pop into our local Spar now, and I'm going to pick up some, I don't know what they're called. Oh, I hope they're in there now. I'm just looking in the window. They're for my stove, so they're like little compressed logs. So they're compressed sawdust in logs, and they give off the most amazing heat, and they don't cause an awful lot of ashes, and they're really great. So I find if I light a fire, almost one of these logs does a couple of hours. They're really good. So I'm going to pop in there now. And I had a list, but I left it at home, but I definitely know there's coffee on the list. Because I've no coffee at home. So yeah, I'm going to pop in and then I'll be back out again, and then home to the heat. Now, so I've warmed up. I turned the heater on in here, and in actual fact, I think I'm actually too hot. Ignore the mess. I've been on a little cutting out spree, so I have cut out a Billy and a South Bank from this fabric. So it's like a quilted sweatshirt thing. Well, it just looks quilted, it's not actually quilted. So I've cut out a South Bank without the band on the bottom. And what I've done is I've cut it about 5 inches longer than the pattern, so that I can turn up a deep hem on it. And then I think it'll be about the same length as if I had a band on the bottom. But I think the deep hem will just make it sit better. Bit of an experiment. And I've cut out a Billy sweatshirt because I could. So a lot of these are actually cut out from like remnants from the shop. So sometimes if I have a couple of rolls of some fabric, I kind of mount up the ends, and if I like them, I keep them for myself. I pre-wash them, stash them away here, and then I go on a mad cutting out spree. So yeah, I've cut out a Billy and a South Bank. I think I'm going to have to use some black ribbing on one of these. I can't actually remember. I always keep my Billy and my South Bank together, and then generally if I have a few bits I can cut one of each. So I've done that. And as well as that, my overlocker is in black at the moment, so I just thought I'll take anything that needs black. Now, not ideal for this, but I don't really mind. There's black dots on the outside of it, so black will be fine on the inside. So that's that. And then I had 2 pieces of atelier shoe. So this one that's called Flowers and Dots. So I had 2 very awkward pieces. And I decided I was going to make the chalk and notch wren blouse. Now, when I laid out the pieces then, there was actually enough, but not quite enough to make the wren dress. So I thought, well, by hook or by crook, I'm going to actually get it out of this. Whether I use grain lines on all parts or not, I don't care, I'm getting it out of it. Because the piece that was left over wasn't good for anything at all. So I laid out my two pieces. I did a lot of jigsaw piecing together, and I've managed to cut out the wren dress with the short lantern sleeve. Now my first option that I was just going to cut out was the blouse with the short lantern sleeve, but then I realised there was enough. So I've got all the body of it on the grey, and I've just got the second part of the sleeve is slightly off grain, but that'll be fine. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to making that actually, because that looks really nice. Now I didn't initially like the dress, so yeah, it's really weird, but then I saw a few photos of the dress and I thought, yeah, that would be nice. I've got that purple cable knit jumper, pair of black tights. I think that'd be quite nice. So yeah, we'll see. So that's that one. And I also cut out a pair of jeans. I'm on a roll. So again, I had a piece of the extra stretchy denim washed. Yeah, I just had one piece of this. So these are the old jeans that I've taken apart. These old jeans of mine were I just loved them. They just fit lovely. So I'm hoping that these ones will be just as nice. There's very stretchy denim on these jeans. And the last pair I made was out of the recycled stretch denim that we always have in stock. And it's not quite as stretchy. Now they're nice, but they're just not quite as stretchy. So yeah, I'm hoping that these are going to work out. And now I'm in the middle of cutting out Keris's denim jacket. So I have it all laid out. I really like denim jackets because there's so many bits and pieces that if you lay them out properly, there's almost no waste of fabric. So these are all the bits. There's tons of them. And I've them laid out on the cutting mat or the cutting mats. So these are the two cutting mats I got last week, and I'm cutting them out with a combination of the rotary cutter and the scissors. So I still need a bit of practice with the rotary cutter. I'm not as fast, but I'm definitely finding that I have less pain in my hand after using it than I would with the scissors. So yeah, I'm cutting out all of this. So that's going to be it then, I think. I have a few more pieces. I have one piece of Atelier Jupe as well, and I don't quite know what to make with it. And it's this one with the little pumas on it. There's not a huge amount of it. So this is one that I was kind of thinking for the chilo top, the Classicore chilo top. I think that's how I was told to pronounce it. So I think that I might squeeze it out of that. Yeah, I'll see, because I really like that. I think it's really nice. So have you any patterns that you go to when you've got like less than a metre and you want to make a top? I think that one might work. I have printed the pattern. So I've got a big stack of patterns printed, because what I've done lately is, as I've bought patterns, I've actually printed them. Because then I might actually make them and not forget about them. So I've also printed the Itch to Stitch Lagan coat as well. So I have a great big plan to make that in pink. I'm really looking forward to making that. I also had a look at the Waffle Patterns Pepper Newt coat, because in some of those bags there, I've got all the guts of making that coat and I haven't got around to it. I had plans to make it, I was planning it this time last year, and I have the zips, I have fur for around the hood, I've got everything apart from lining for the coat, because I had planned to use a cotton lawn lining, and then I ended up selling it. I forgot to take off what I needed for the coat. And I did have big plans to actually quilt the lining. So yeah, I don't know. I've totally gone off it. Do you ever do that? Do you ever like buy all the pieces, have great plans, and then I don't fancy it at all now, even though I like the fabric, but yeah, I'd rather make the Itch to Stitch pink coat, definitely. I'll show you my blouse that I put the buttons into. So there it is. Now it's a bit creased. I need to steam it with the iron, but I think it looks really pretty. And again, that was made, excuse Keris's mannequin there, that was made from like a remnant from the shop, and it's actually really nice. I'm not sure if I would actually pick that one to make the blouse. I think I would have picked the navy version with the orange on it, But yeah, after I've got this made now, I'm kind of thinking, oh, what'll I wear with it? But it will be nice with jeans, and it'll be lovely with my Nina Lee Camden skirt. And that's another piece that I need to make a few more of, as well as a couple more Camden skirts. So, so yeah, I'm only waffling now. I probably have to cut out half of this rubbish that I've spoken, but I'm going to get back to the floor and I'm going to start cutting out the rest of this denim jacket, put it in a little pile, and then, yeah, beavering away at it over the next few evenings. Keris is downstairs with the kittens. They're in the living room with her, and they've discovered the Christmas tree, and they've discovered that it's almost like a little carnival to play in. So she's taken some footage and I'll slot it in after this bit of waffling. Okay? So I will see you all tomorrow on day 21.